You guys know what's about to go down. You guys know what's about to go down. I'm gonna show you right now. Look at where I'm at right now. Look at where I'm at right now. Oh, oh, America runs on what? America runs on what?
Donkey.
I got
right toward Northeast 205th Street, Iceberry Road. Then turn right
vanilla
onto Northeast 205th
child.
Street. Turn right onto Northeast 205th
That's
Street,
stupid ass,
Iceberry
stupid ass.
Road.
I got my vanilla child. Ooh, ooh, just got my vanilla child. And just so you know, I hadn't gotten this still since Massachusetts. And I've been in Florida for how many months? June, July, August, September, October. 4 months. No vanilla chai. Today, I finally got it. Finally. Hi everyone. Welcome to another video. So today I wanted to talk about why I chose Barry as the school I would attend for the next 4 years to receive my doctorate education from. If you guys did not know, there are only 9 podiatry schools in the United States. Only 9. So you have choices or you have options, but not as many options as you would if you were going to like MD or DO medical school. The states that have podiatry schools are New York, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Ohio. California has 2. Iowa, Florida. I'm missing one. Oh, I remember. Wait, I know it's called Shoal. Illinois. So there's only 9 in those 8 states. I did not apply to all of them. I only applied to 5 of them. And they were Temple in Pennsylvania, Kent in Ohio, Shoal in Illinois, New York, Barry in Florida. So out of all those 5, I wasn't invited to interview at all of them, but I did decide to only interview at 3 of them. 3 of them being Kent, Temple, and Barry. So I visited some of the schools prior to interviewing there at their open houses. So I came to Barry last year. So you guys know, if you saw my last video, my gap year experiences, I went on a cruise in November and the cruise left from Florida. So I took advantage of my stay here and I wanted to go see how the campus was and how the school was in general. So it was really cool because I went and visited. They were very open to showing me around. I was able to see the lecture halls. I was able to see the cadaver lab. And that was my first time ever seeing like a cadaver. But overall, I got to interact with the students and some of the professors, and they were just so awesome. Not saying that other schools were amazing as well, but the first school that like I really interacted with was Barry. So when I got invited to interview there, I interviewed there in February. And when I interviewed there, it was my first interview. When I interviewed at Barry, I was interviewed first, and then second, they took us on a tour and all that stuff. And just so that you guys know, before I even applied to schools, I looked at there's the National Organization of Podiatric Medicine. Like they have a webpage. I will post the link in the description of this video so you guys have access to it. But they give PDF forms on the statistics of the entering class had, like of the year previous. they have like demographics of like male to female or like different races. I looked at all those things before I had even applied to any of the schools. So one thing that caught my eye about Barry before I even had gone to interview was that it was definitely like #1 as most diverse. The female to male ratio is almost equal. They have a wide array of different races and all that stuff. It's not like an overwhelming majority, even though that doesn't really matter, but to me, I really appreciated that. So then I went to interview at Barry. And first, how they do it is you have your interview first, and then after that you have almost like a tour of the school. You get to see the different classrooms, you get to see the labs, you get to have lunch with 2 students. So during my lunch with 2 students, I got to ask a lot of questions. I got to ask them how classes were, schedule wise, grade wise, like what was your grade weighted on, like exams, quizzes, and things like that, for example. And they were just very open about telling us all the like everything that they had to say, and there was never any red flags. For me, there were no red flags. The people were very friendly. I just felt like I felt like I belonged there. I don't know how to explain it. Other things that I really appreciated was that after all of that, after lunch, we got to go to one of the clinics that are associated with Barry, because as a 3rd year, you do rotations in different clinics, and Barry has a very strong like clinical teaching portion in your education, and I really love that. So we got to see one of the clinics. I saw how busy it was, how much the students were doing. It was to me, it was amazing. So kind of branching off of the clinic aspect, in Miami overall, not just the school, but overall Miami is a very diverse state, and the second language, Spanish, is very common, and I am a fluent Spanish speaker. I wanted to make more of an effort to strengthen my Spanish in aspects like knowing medical terminology, how to do certain exams, like how to ask certain questions, how to like formally speak in Spanish, because my Spanish, even though I've been speaking it since I was born, because both my parents are fluent Spanish speakers as well, that was their first language, I wanted to strengthen that for my future as a physician. So I felt like Barry could really help me with that. And the clinics, they offer services to very diverse groups and populations, one being a large Spanish speaking population. That to me was a big reason for why going to Barry would benefit me a lot. People would ask me all the time, like, I know like my family, they really wanted me to go to like New York or to Pennsylvania, because I'm originally from Massachusetts, and both those schools are like driving distance, like 4 hours in New York and 6 hours in Pennsylvania. And I would be a lot closer to my family. I really did like Temple, and I really liked all the other schools in general, but my top 2 were Barry and Temple. When I was outweighing both, I knew that Barry kind of overall for me was better. But also something that made the decision a lot easier was that I didn't even get into Temple. I wasn't accepted into Temple. So my options were, after interviewing at 3 schools, were either between Ohio and Barry. And I had ruled out Kent, not for anything that had to do with the school. I loved the school. I loved the people that showed me around during my interview day. I loved the building. It was beautiful. The building at Kent was probably hands down the prettiest building that I stepped in. I just felt like I didn't belong there. And a lot of you will see, because I know a lot of people are interviewing during this time frame, but I would just say, when you're picking your school, just follow your heart. Go with the school that you feel you fit in. New York had invited me to interview a long time after I was already accepted into Barry. Well, a long time after I had already heard from the 3 schools that I did interview at. So by that point, I just decided not to keep interviewing, because I was set on Barry. So that's why I chose to go to Barry. And I mean, it's also located in Miami. It's a complete like 180 from where I'm from, Massachusetts. You get all seasons, fall, winter, spring, and summer. Here you have summer all year round, and I definitely don't miss the snow. The one thing I do miss, I will say, is like fall attire, like the scarves and the nice little jackets and boots and stuff like that. Weather-wise, I feel like Florida to me, I mean, I'm so happy. I never imagined myself living in this state, but I'm happy that whatever brought me here, and I'm here and I love it. I do not regret my decision at all. Barry is an amazing school. The students that were picked in my class, I feel like we're each handpicked. Like, everybody is so amazing, and I am so happy that I chose Barry as my school of podiatric medicine. So I wanted to make that video for you guys because I have had some people ask me why I chose Barry over other schools and what it is that I enjoy about Barry. So hopefully those who are interviewing get a little sneak peek through a student of what they feel about Barry. If you do have any questions, like more in-depth questions, please feel free to message me, comment down below. I'm open to answering anything that you might have. If you are interviewing at Barry, I hope to see you next year. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or would like to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you have more ideas of what you would want to see, please comment that down below too, because I would love to hear your ideas. Bye.